It is here, ladies and gentlemen. What we've been waiting for, the Diablo 4 open beta has finally been announced. And with it comes the announcement of a new $1,100 Diablo 4 statue to go along with the $600 statue of Lilith. So who's going to be buying me these $1,700 worth of statues? Now, there are two different timelines for the Diablo 4 beta. We have the early access, which is 3/17 to 3/19. Then we have the open beta, which is 3/24 to 3/26. So March, halfway through March for the early access, 2/3 of the way through March for the open beta. Essentially, these are on the weekend. So it's going to be on the weekend, the 17th through the 19th, and then the next weekend will be everybody on the 24th through the 26th. And if you have pre-purchased Diablo 4, you will get access to these. However, the open beta one, not just the closed early access, from what I understand, looks like it's open to just literally everybody. Now, I'll put the link so you can look at the pre-orders for yourself if you want, but there's different editions. Each different edition comes with something, different. But I will say there's one thing in particular to look at, which is the pre-purchase of the Ultimate as well as the Digital Deluxe here. If you take a look at these, up to 4 days early access to Diablo 4's launch. So this is going to give you early access on the official launch of the game as well. Now, Rod Ferguson tweeted out, "I can't wait to show you what you get in launched game if you hit level 20 in the beta, and we hope to see you in the Sanctuary." Now, you can only go up to level 25 during the beta. This looks like sort of a earlier beta, and it's only open a couple days, so level 20, I think, should be fairly realistic. And considering it's a reward for the actual live game when it comes out, it could be a cosmetic, a mount, a pet, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely a reason to try it. Now, if you pre-purchase the game on your Battle.net account, you don't have to do anything, but if you get an early access code, you'll have to go through the redemption steps in order to redeem it. Pretty simple. They're also planning on February 28th to have a developer live stream going over Diablo 4, so we'll check that out as well. Looks like this beta is more focused on the earlier game, as the last more closed beta was focused more on the end sort of the game. Like the very end game is more what it was focused on, so I guess they're kind of min-maxing both sides of this. One interesting part that's kind of important for you to know, if you look here on IGN, I was able to find some more information. For early access pre-order owners, progress in the beta will transfer between the 2 weekends. So if you start on the 17th, you can play the same file again on the 24th through 26th. So there is actually a reason to get the early access if you want the early access, is that will give you progress on both of the weekends. And because you have to hit level 20 in order to get the reward, this means it's going to be a little bit easier for people to get the live reward if you have the early access. Now, if you Google the launch date for Diablo 4, it's going to say June 2nd, even though it's June 6th, because June 2nd is the early access that you will get as well if you have the Digital Deluxe version, etc. So by buying those, you'll get early access to the betas, you'll be able to hit the level 20 a little bit easier, and you'll get access to Diablo 4 4 days earlier, which will be on June 2nd. Now, there is a little bit of downtime between after the beta that is closing on basically the end of the 26th, and then we have all the way till June 2nd for the game to actually launch. So we have about 2.5 months approximately of downtime during that. And there's a couple things going on in Diablo during that downtime. Mostly and namely, Season 28 is going to be launching on February 24th for Diablo. So between now and when this beta comes out, there's actually a new season of Diablo 3, which has some significant changes, and this will be running into basically the launch of Diablo 4. And if you do play D3, pre-purchasing any of the D4 stuff for what we've been talking about in this video will also reward you with some D3 wings as well as a pet for this upcoming season and all your characters. Now, Diablo 4 is still doing their Hell's Ink tour, where they go around and you can get tattoos of the different Diablo type of characters or icons, etc. Real basic kind of copy-paste type of tattoos. You can see this is Las Vegas in February. It's going to Pittsburgh. After Pittsburgh, I believe it's going to Dallas. Yep, and then it'll be going to Dallas as well. And then a fan-selected location on 04/15. So they are actually continuing to do these tattoos. For the people that care, you can Google and see some of the images of the tattoos they're doing. Now, there is a fan-voted city, and here's my opinion. I think we should all go and vote Anchorage, Alaska. That way I can go and get a Diablo tattoo. Now, there is a collectible box for sale. I have pre-ordered one of these, even though it costs more to ship to Alaska than it does even for the box. So I will open it and show it to you on live stream. This box will have a lot of goodies in it. You can go look through them, but basically some art, these LED type of candos, etc. Some collector stuff, a map, a pen, a mouse pad. You know, the type of stuff you'd expect in a collector's box for $96. Keep in mind, this does not actually come with the game. I'm seeing people a lot misunderstand that. The collector's box is completely separate. It's $70 base charge for D4. If you want all the collector stuff, it's another $96.66. I have been warned that the collector box is in extremely small quantities, meaning if you want to order it, you probably got to order it soon, but I've looked through the box. There's not really anything in here that's like if you don't get it, you're going to feel really bad. For instance, I think the Diablo Immortal skateboard is actually way cooler than anything they have in the box, for instance. So if you think this is cool, this is cooler than anything they have in the D4 box. And of course, because I haven't mentioned it yet, this is available on all platforms. So the older consoles, the newer consoles, as well as Windows. Now in Diablo Immortal news, we are very close here to the third wave of server merges that's happening on February 22nd. And with this is going to come the change to the new normal gyms as well. So the next big Diablo update will be for Immortal, which is going to be on February 22nd. And we're going to have to see how that adjusts things for normal gyms, the market, etc. So be careful with your normal gyms right now. So the most important takeaway out of all of this is get to level 20 during this beta, so that way you can get whatever is coming to the launch game for hitting level 20 in the beta. Hopefully it's some kind of cool cosmetic. Sometimes I like unique cosmetics like this. They're like one-time unlock type of situations. That would be a reason enough for me to play. I will see you guys in Diablo 4, and all the links will be down below if you wish to check this out for yourself. Consider liking the video, subscribing, or checking out one of these other videos here at the end. Love you all. See you on the next one.